Jumpstart the week with an entire show of hot topics. Crossing borders. The battle over immigration hits the boiling point after more children are separated from their parents.
Guys, settle down.
You're a parent.
But is the president right about who deserves the blame?
The Democrats forced that law upon our nation. I hate it.
And Bay and Jay surprise. How the world's reacting to the secret album they dropped this weekend. Whatever your summer travel plans are, Deal's making sure it's a day at the beach. Let's go! Let's fire up Hot Topics with Whoopi, Sarah Haynes, Joy Behar, Sunny Hostin, and Megan McCain. Now, let's get things started.
Detroit says hi and they love you. Just telling you, yeah. Detroit said they love y'all, so just letting you know. The immigration battle is at boiling point over children being separated from parents, and the current administration is using different tactics to sort of justify what's happening. Take a look.
If you violate the law, you subject yourself to prosecution. And I would cite you to the Apostle Paul and his clear and wise command in Romans 13 to obey the laws of the government, because God has ordained the government for his purposes.
Where does it say in the Bible that it's moral to take children away from their mothers?
I'm not aware of the Attorney General's comments or what he would be referencing. I can say that it is very biblical to enforce the law. The separation of illegal alien families is the product of the same legal loopholes that Democrats refuse to close.
I hate the children being taken away. The Democrats have to change their law. That's their law.
Let's clarify one thing. He says it's a law that the Democrats are responsible for, right? So can you explain why that's not accurate?
Yes, it certainly is a crime to enter the United States and cross the border illegally. And it's a misdemeanor, and that is punishable for up to 6 months in prison and or a fine. However, there is no law that mandates that children must be separated from their families. That is not the law. That is a policy that has been put in place by this administration. It was put in place in April or May. And that policy was zero tolerance for people coming across the border. Every single person that comes across the border, regardless if they're seeking asylum, because remember, historically, if people are seeking asylum, they are not crossing the border illegally. They're crossing the border to seek asylum.
Right.
So once they cross the border to seek asylum, they shouldn't be separated from their children. But the other policy that the Trump administration has now put in place is that if you are seeking asylum, one, domestic violence and gang violence, if you're fleeing from those are no longer grounds for asylum. And two, and I think most importantly, you can only seek asylum at a specific port of entry.
Yes.
Many of those ports of entry are no longer admitting or accepting asylum applications. Right. And so people get there seeking asylum, and then they may go somewhere else to try to cross, and now they are being arrested, and again, being separated from their children. So that is a policy,
it went
not a
from
law.
being a misdemeanor. When did it turn into something that allowed them to separate families like that?
That
Weren't
is
they always
a Trump.
separated?
No.
Well,
Wait.
No,
Okay.
they were not always separated. It has always been a crime.
A misdemeanor.
A misdemeanor.
Right. Okay.
And if you do it more than once, then it can be ratcheted up to a felony. But in April or May, I believe it was in April, Jeff Sessions announced that there would be a zero tolerance policy for anyone crossing the border. They would be prosecuted immediately. And that once they are arrested, the children are separated.
So when
from their
Donald Trump
families.
says the Democrats have a law, he's lying. Is that
That is not true.
okay? He's lying. Say it.
I have my legal hat on. I'm acting as the ABC News senior legal correspondent, and I just want to give the law and the facts, and those are the facts.
Okay.
Opinion is different.
Because my understanding, one thing, and Sonny, I think this is what was originally confusing about this, that people were blaming it on Obama or
Yeah.
something coming up during that time. There was a time where they said it was a misdemeanor if it was a first entry, and then a felony if
That's
it was
still the case.
illegal re-entry. But Obama didn't consider first-time offenders as really the priority because there are so many people coming
Catch
in.
and release.
Yeah, and now the problem is the zero tolerance changed all of them to felonies.
And remember, President Obama, I mean, he's one of the presidents that deported the most people, is my understanding. But also, he believed, or that administration's policy was family detention. So children were not separated at the border. They were detained together with their families.
Well, even when we detained or put Japanese Americans into internment camps, they did not separate the families. One thing I wanted to make a point of is that I really am concerned about. You can't enjoy your life right now when you know that this is happening. You just can't. And I keep thinking of 2,000 children. Some of them are a year and a half, 2 years old. Who's changing the diapers? Who's feeding them? Who's breastfeeding these children? And according to Dr. Colleen Kraft, who's the president of the American Pediatric Association, Academy of Pediatrics, the rules are prohibiting staff from making physical contact with the kids. So they can't even hold them, comfort them. Or maybe make life a little easier for them. So it's really abusive, and I hope that people remember this in November.
Well, the First Lady's made a statement. Did you have anything? Okay. First Lady's made a statement that she hates to see this separation, and the practice caused journalist Brian Karem to blow up at Friday's press briefing. Take a look.
Come on, Sarah, you're a parent. Don't you have any empathy for what these people are going through? They have less than
Brian,
you do.
guys,
Sarah, come on,
settle down.
Seriously.
I'm trying to be serious, but I'm not going to have you yell out of turn. Jill, please
It's
call.
a law, and they have, these people have nothing.
Hey,
They come
Brian,
over
I
here
know
with
you want to
nothing.
get some more TV
It's
time, but that's not what this is
It's not
about.
You're a parent. You're a parent of young children. Don't you have any empathy for what they go through?
Jill, go ahead.
So
Apparently not.
the guy in the White House who says he hates it actually has the power to actually stop this particular thing from happening right now. So what do you think is stopping him?
Yeah, Congress can fix it easily. I will say that before we get too far ahead of ourselves about how evil all Republicans are, everyone from Susan Collins, Senator Lindsey Graham, Paul Ryan, Laura Bush, evangelical leader Franklin Graham, the New York Post, Senator Ben Sasse, and our First Lady have all come out against this and the optics of this. I think the DHS Secretary, Kristen Nielsen, by the way, said if you're seeking asylum for your family, there is no reason to break the law and illegally cross between ports of entry. So they're doubling down on the narrative of these ports of entry. I will say that immigration reform is something that has been, I think, close to most Americans' hearts in one way or another. And it is, of all the issues that go on in this country, it's the one that is the siren song that get people on both sides most fired up. I've seen it firsthand. I grew up in Arizona. I will say that when so many people, so many senators, the Gang of Eight, even the DACA bill this year, there's so many great politicians on both sides that have really tried to have comprehensive immigration reform. And this sort of is the ultimate ending of our bad policies, of the bad policies that have been in place by not taking this more seriously and getting so tribal on both sides and not meeting in the middle. And I think these optics of these children in these, they're saying that they're detention centers, but it looks like dog kennels to me. That is something that's going to come back and haunt Republicans in the elections. And I will say, Jacob Soboroff is an old co-host of mine who I really trust, and he's done some really amazing reporting on it and really was one of the first people down there. And I think that there's a difference between wanting, as I said on Thursday, we're a nation of laws and borders, which we are, and I don't agree with amnesty. I don't agree with having open borders, but I do think there's a difference between that and separating children.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting is, as you said, there have been, George Bush actually tried to come up with something comprehensive, and the other side shut him down and said, we want a wall at that point, too. So you mentioned something that I think all Americans, regardless of what your political beliefs are, this is going to come back and bite us all in the ass. not
Yes.
just Republicans and Democrats. It's going to bite all of us. So if we don't demand this get fixed or at least dealt with, it's on us. This is on us.
Yeah.
Because
It's not a partisan issue.
It's not a
right and
partisan
wrong.
issue.
This is cruel. These are human
actually-
rights abuses.
Yeah.
This is wrong.
But he's
Yes.
That's
using
it.
But he's
I have
using
more to
these
say,
children
but I as know
a
we have to go to a bargaining chip. commercial. Could we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
we'll be right back.
I was laughing because
Still ahead, FBI under fire. Does the IG report prove agents tried to stop Trump from becoming president, or did it end up hurting Hillary more? This week on The View, you're in for a treat.
You know I love that.
Because Whoopi is giving us the inside scoop on her favorite things.
This is one of my favorite things.
Plus, Kevin Costner, Allison Brie, Modern Family's Eric Stonestreet, Evangeline Lilly, and we're serving up another red-hot political view with Cynthia Nixon.
That's the show I would watch.
It's all this week on The... Still ahead, your summer getaway's better when you view your deal.
Hey, welcome back. So the Inspector General's report on the FBI's actions during the last election came out and found that Director James Comey was insubordinate and officials Peter Strzok and Lisa Page were unprofessional for sending messages about stopping Trump from becoming president, but they didn't actually do anything to back the election. But you know who messed up? Comey. You know who was using his own personal email?
Oh my
Comey.
gosh.
Yeah.
So bad.
Like he accused Hillary of, yeah.
I mean, what was your takeaway?
And Hillary Clinton rightfully clapped back, tweeted over the weekend, but my emails,
Yeah.
because she was doing the exact same thing
Yeah.
that he called out 10 days before the election that
Yeah.
she was doing as well. Listen, I think everyone knows I'm no fan of James Comey.
Yeah.
These text messages saying Trump's never going to be president, right? And then Peter Zork saying, no, he won't, we'll stop. This is why there's a distrust of people within our intelligence communities. And I think it starts with text messages like this. And I just think if you want to work for the FBI, if you want to be the head of the FBI, if you want to work for the CIA, you can't have politics involved. There are people in the military. My brothers can't go on TV or give interviews talking about their political opinions. It's the same with the intelligence communities. And it's why people like me think that everything was completely politically motivated.
Can I just point out that these are there may be 3 people who had questions about the presidency. And I would beg to say that, to me, this exchange is nothing in terms of really sort of impacting the country. Like, what's his name? Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell saying, going on television saying we're not going to help this president do anything. To me, that's obstructing justice.
the problem with this is optics. This is really bad optics, because if people are already saying,
but it's only 2. It's
I
2
get
people,
it.
not
but if you,
150.
No, but the problem is, I think people that are saying I don't trust them, and then this comes out and confirms that these were, even though we had seen them, that these emails existed. It's just it only needs to be one person. It all of a sudden is like, see, that's what I was scared of.
However, they were working for Mueller at the time, and they were sleeping together. So this was kind of like pillow talk. She's probably like, I can't believe he's going to be president. And she's like, don't worry, we'll
They got to work on that.
and wait a minute. It's like love notes. It's love notes. But I just want to point out that they were removed from the Mueller investigation very quickly after that. So they really didn't have any time to do any damage to Trump.
And there are a lot of great
Unlike
people in
Comey,
that
who did a lot, as you just said, a lot of damage to Hillary, who's the president.
Well, I am not conflicted about this at all, just because I think that fact-finding, especially FBI fact-finding, is supposed to be neutral. And when you have an FBI agent that is supervising the FBI's Clinton investigation, saying things like, Trump is not going to be president because we are going to stop it, if I had someone on my investigative team, an FBI agent that did that, I would immediately remove him from my investigation. And I would also he wasn't removed from the Clinton investigation. I would also immediately refer him to the IG or his supervisor. This is completely improper.
He was removed
and he
from
had
the
a
Mueller
lot of
investigation,
power.
Sonny. That was appropriate.
Well, that was after the Clinton investigation. He was also responsible for the Clinton investigation, and then he was put on to the Mueller investigation. So you have someone that's pretty powerful showing political bias. And again, your fact-finding must be neutral when you
Yeah,
work
but
for
the
the
end
government.
justifies the means, and in this case, nothing happened.
That's Machiavellian. I don't know if I agree with that.
In this case, it did. Nothing happened.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
the IG's report did
They
find.
didn't impact
But I will say, but it did impact a lot. There actually is a lot. I mean, when you have Michael Horowitz saying that James Comey, quote, deviated from well-established department
did.
policies,
Yes.
it's the breakdown of trust that's happening. I mean, the fish rat's at the head. So what Sonny's saying is 100% accurate. Maybe politically, it didn't.
Did Megan just
from
say
there-
what Sonny said is 100% accurate?
Well, of course it is. You're a lawyer.
But again,
You know what? I hate this bell. Since we're having this, I hate this bell. I'm a grown woman. I don't need that bell to tell me to calm down. Just put it right there. Get rid of that bell. Take that bell.
sorry. Give my bell back.
I hate that bell. You use that bell too much, too. I don't like that bell.
That button is you right.
No, that's what that means. It's also you're wrong and you're
Oh,
yelling
no,
and
this
you're
bell
too
is
loud.
this bell is only about. Go ahead, girl, because we can't say
when you
that
use
everything.
it.
Please
When this
continue.
one has used it, it's to
Please
prove
continue.
that
She wants you to stroke her.
You
Go
right,
ahead.
Megan.
Please continue agreeing with
I
me.
hate that bell.
Go ahead.
Not a cat. I hate that bell. Anyway,
When you say that the fish stinks from the head, the fish in this case is Mueller.
It's
Mueller
Comey, too.
Mueller did his due diligence.
Yeah.
He got rid of these people. So the fish is still good.
But I'm sorry, when you have Michael Horowitz coming out saying that they deviated from well-established
Yes,
department policy.
but that's why when they got rid of Comey and he fell on his sword and said, yeah, I did some stuff I shouldn't have done, because we asked him, do you think you could have done this better? Could you have maybe
Yeah.
found a better way
I
to do it?
specifically
But,
asked him
you know,
why he
yes, I
deviated
remember.
from
No,
Department of Justice
that's
policy.
what
That was wrong.
I'm agree. See, I agree.
You
We
right.
don't hear- we don't hear nothing.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
She has experience in this, real life experience, and if she's saying, if I saw this, I would immediately, they'd be fired immediately. That's
I
all you
get-
really need to know. I'm not an expert in
Well,
this.
no, I'm not an expert either, but I'm not sure I agree. And that's why there are, 21 flavors, 55 flavors for...
31 flavors.
31 flavors for the,
Keep that bell out of there.
And I can't even say the name of the food object, but you know, there's
Ice cream.
31... yes, we'll be back.
I knew where you were.
So welcome back. I don't know if you guys know this, but this weekend Beyonce and Jay-Z dropped a new album. Their very first joint venture called Everything Is Love.
Everything.
No. I guess, do we need to look at it? Show that beautiful bean footage.
Jumping off the stage, jumping, hey, crowd better save up. I can't believe we made it. This is what we made. This is what we thankful for. I can't believe we made it. It's a different thing. I ain't never seen a crowd going, hey.
So they shot it in the Louvre in Paris, which is wonderful, and the album is good. I liked it.
Yeah. What's it about? Besides love.
So many
Them.
things.
It's about a whole bunch of stuff. Life and them, and it's everybody seems to be telling their story in their art these days.
Yeah, staying together and working through it. I mean, that's a pretty good message, given that he's admitted to cheating on her and she's admitted to the pain that it caused her, but they still managed to make it work, and it's work every day, they say in some of the songs, but they're managing. I personally just loved, I mean, how much did it
Could you
cost to
put up
shut
with
down that Louvre in Paris?
Forget that. Could you put up with that?
I've often said on this show,
He could do anything.
I didn't say that, Sarah.
Close to anything.
I hope that infidelity doesn't happen in my marriage, but if it does, I don't want that to be the death of my marriage. I'd like to think that that we could work through it.
I think women do forget.
I'd like to think that.
Women forgive, but,
I don't know
but
how
we
I'll
don't
feel.
forget.
You
That's the
shouldn't
problem.
forget. I mean,
You don't forget. And that's an issue.
Yeah, I don't know how I would
I know
feel,
several
but-
couples who've been together for many years. They, like 50 years, 60 years. They had some little thing going on at
Dalliances.
around the 15th, 16th year, and they got over it and they stayed together. That did not happen to me,
I also-
but it happened to others.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Didn't happen to
baby.
me either.
Go ahead.
I just want to say, I mean, I love Beyonce and Jay-Z, and I was in bed watching reruns of Breaking Bad with my husband, and I saw on Twitter that they launched an album, and I was like, we have to stop watching, and I have to listen to it right now, and I watched their video. And can I just say, they're geniuses, but they don't have to tell you they're geniuses, and it's a refreshing shift from Kanye for me, you know? And I think that the way that they're just geniuses, and they just create this beautiful art, and they don't have to like go on TMZ, and I don't know. I think they're doing everything right.
I'd also love to see. Oh, sorry. I'd love to see the faces around them, the artists that surround them, and help with those types of things. Because you could watch that video on mute and be inspired and moved. And there are so many minds that put these things together. I would love to meet some of those people. It's
beautiful. And you think if they were still in school, they would get honored as valedictorians? Do you think? And I ask that because they seem to. There's a school that sort of decided they didn't want to acknowledge people as valedictorians. So I'll just read it from the card.
Where's your...
Well, because they didn't realize I was going to keep going. So this young man's dad, thank you. Oh, gosh. Wow.
North Carolina.
You know what? In North Carolina. Thank you. His name is Gary Allman, and he bought a digital billboard message for his graduating son after his high school decided to do away with honors like valedictorian. It reads, "Congrats, Josh Allman. You will always be our valedictorian." Now, the school said they replaced it with Latin honors ranking system for students who may have missed valedictorian by a few decimal places. I don't know what any of that means. Why would you, if the kid earned... that, I mean, that you don't just get valedictorian. That you earn that.
Well, it's hard. Other kids were very close.
Yes, but you know, listen. In the real world, sometimes you get close and you don't get it, and it makes you work that much harder to get where you want to be. This idea that this kid does all this work and he doesn't get to be called that. I mean, I don't want to say anything bad, but if this is the highest he gets, that's a great thing. And why should he be celebrated?
And it's really hard to do it. And, you know, we're in this thing now where everybody gets a medal and everybody gets a prize. And those that are really working towards it, because some kids want that as their goal in life. I wanted that. Vanessa Contrastano took that. But you know, it's you work so hard to get that.
Wait.
Vanessa Contrastano.
She did not take it from you. You did not get to where you wanted to get to.
That is
she did what she was supposed to do, and she was able to earn it. Because when you say she took it from you, it means that she maybe got it. Yes.
She earned it. And I think when you work hard and you earn something, you should get it. And why take it from the kids?
You guys sound real conservative right now. All of you sound real.
Listen, when I grew up, there was none of, listen, I don't know what changed, but when I was a kid, if you ran a race with other kids and they got there first, they won.
Yes.
That's just the way it was. And everybody might have gotten acknowledged for participating, but not everybody got a medal.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, so congratulations, man. You're the valedictorian. And Vanessa. We'll be right back. Joy won somebody $50,000 on a $100,000 pyramid. But what happened now?
First of all, the girl said to me, "You changed my life." It was a moment for me, I must say, but the clue that I missed, believe it or not, you know, the word liberal.
Show that. Oh, my God.
I mean,
this is the big sign on the hills.
Hollywood.
Not Republicans, but
Democrats.
Another word.
Conservatives.
Not conservatives, but
right-wingers.
Pass. Oh shoot.
No, it's liberals. Oh, liberals.
Yeah. Liberals. You're on The View. How did you not get that?
You know what? It's too close to home.
I liked winning money for people. It was great. And I won a trip to Antigua for somebody else.
Right.
It was great. Yeah.
Maybe you can get us a trip to somewhere. We'll go and get something. And the first trailer was just released
This is
for
amazing.
movie I did.
Can I do it?
Yes,
a
go ahead.
movie she did with Tyler Perry called Nobody's Fool. Here's a little bit of it.
If I close this deal, I'll be the first black woman to be a VP in the company. Hi, Mom.
Hey, darling. Listen, it's your sister. She's getting out. If you could pick her up, I'd appreciate it.
What time?
What time? Honey, it's jail. You get there when you can, like the song said. Hey, girl, hey! Free LS! Free LS! We go to the club.
Mama, it's Tanya.
Who?
It's Tanya.
Oh, no, Tonya no here.
Mama, I know it's you.
This connection is so rickety. Hello?
What? Mama, you in the window.
I'm sorry, what?
We not on no cell phone, Mama.
I can't hear you, baby. I can't hear. Oh, my.
Mama.
So you can go to the web.
Oh, that's good.
You can go to the website and see the full trailer.
I like
And
her as a blonde.
The movie, the movie opens early November. You know,
lot of layers in
I
that
keep
hair.
trying to. I keep trying. You know, whenever I go to work, I keep trying to find ways that I can change stuff because you know I can't cut my hair any shorter. There's this very specific length I can go, and they won't let me shave it.
No.
So, because they're afraid
with blonde layers.
Well, no. Here's the thing: if I shave my head, ABC Disney is afraid that you won't know it's me.
Oh, God.
No. But it is the craze. They said, no. How will people know
You're
it's
one
you?
of the most famous, iconic women on planet Earth. I think everybody's going to be fine.
We're not sheep, right?
Clearly, only known for your hair.
Well, no, you know, the thing about, some sheep, as long as they have all their sheep hair, fur, fine. They're like, hey, Sonny, how you doing? Hey, Megan, how you doing? But when you shear them, they're like, oh, who are you? They don't know each other. I feel like they think maybe that's the same way on the show. We'll be right back.
From Sex and the City to setting New York's political view on fire.
Sex and the City star Cynthia Nixon, and now she's running for governor of New York.
She is putting a fire under Andrew Cuomo's behind.
This is the Women of the View. Old Thursday on ABC. Tomorrow, Oscar winner Costner is saddling up to hit the table. And think you can live without logging on? Wait till you hear 10 arguments for deleting your social media accounts right now.
Welcome back. So, Sonny, they have the woman who beat you on the phone.
Oh.
Is that Vanessa Contristano? How are you, Vanessa?
I'm great. How are you?
I am well. I kept on talking about how you were the valedictorian of our high school class, and I've always been filled with jealousy and resentment.
Oh my God. There is absolutely nothing but pride for me. I am watching you on the screen right now, and my heart is overflowing for all your success.
Oh, thank you,
She's
Vanessa.
much more generous than you.
Vanessa was always one of the coolest in our class.
Well,
and
she's
still the coolest.
You're jealous, and she's happy for you.
I know. I'm a bad person, Vanessa. I'm a bad
I
person.
told my kids that I was the valedictorian. They were like, "You spoke Latin? What is that?"
Tell them what she does.
Oh, Vanessa, tell our viewers what you do now, because I just looked you up as well. What's your
Oh, you're so
position?
sweet. I actually had a 30-year career in the beauty industry. I have 3 sons, 20, 19, and 16.
Wow.
And now I have my own consulting practice.
And she's
Wow.
a beauty.
Amazing. I'm so happy for you, and I'm so happy that we connected, Vanessa. We have to stay in touch.
Absolutely. For sure, for sure.
Love you. Bye,
This is what happens on the show when you
That's
drop a name.
amazing. How did you find her that quickly?
Oh, wow.
She's listed under valedictorian.
sometimes you just have to throw.
Oh my God.
You know, because you can't beat that. That was brilliant.
That was brilliant.
Yeah, so we'll be right back.
Next, your travel plans are getting a major upgrade on View Your Deal. We partnered with vendors for at least half off the best items to get you where you're going this summer.
Don't start packing for your summer getaway until you view your deal. We partner with vendors for at least half off items you want on vacation. But it's only while supplies last, so let's get shopping with style expert Greta Monahan.
Oh, you're going to be so excited.
freaking out about this.
Everything you need to have a great summer on the go. No stress.
gonna start
First
off-
one, Genius Pack. Because this is genius. Okay, there are 17 separate organized compartments built into this, you guys. But just to explain to you, look, this has a laundry chute built into the wall of this bag, okay?
This is an umbrella?
Check it out. Umbrella area.
Water
just
bottle?
Like, which they sell these custom accessories, also water bottle. And then inside, unbelievable, there are 17 compartments, charger, everything you could ever want. So this is a huge assortment
This is
of
awesome.
travel bags. This one is the carry-on spinner.
Okay.
Carry-on wheeled uprights and the micro travel umbrella and the charger pack come also today in the deal.
so
You can do either hard side or soft side luggage. Unbelievable. I can pack up my family like you can't believe. I don't even have to check luggage.
This is so great.
$28 to $564.
Whoa.
Today's deal, $14 to $269. Savings of half off
And
and
luggage
52%.
is not cheap.
No.
But it's such an
But,
investment.
I mean, to invest in travel, but then you're saving on luggage costs.
Yeah.
Okay, Shouldered convertible infinity scarves. These are amazing. So whether you're sightseeing, Sarah, you're having fun in an amusement park, I love that she's got it on. Check it out, Secret Pocket. This is a whole new collection. So this, I know, lightweight, doesn't add any heat around your neck.
Put
You
some
can wear it
keys in
even
there, an
yeah,
ID,
you can do
a
it, what
phone.
she's doing the double wrap. You can do a cross-body wrap if you want. And they even, Sarah, have this wide, check out this wide style, you guys.
Where's the pocket?
Little wider style. It's right in there. And I can even wear this over my shoulders in a cold airport or out at night in a chic, cool restaurant. But there is no heat to this. This has a shimmery, it's called the Glow Collection.
It's so
And
cute.
I love these in every color. Original price on these, $40 to $45. Today's deal, $20 to $22.50. On the go. Hands-free doing errands. Can fit
I
everything. Your
love
passport.
handbags.
Okay. K. Carroll accessories. So I brought you two. These are summer must-haves. They are amazing. So everyday tote, incredible, two-tone. Also has this really cool little tassel. Tassels are all the trend, you guys, and this one's removable. So you can either do it really classic, or you can add the tassel. I even add this for another bag. This is the Audrey satchel. Do you remember I brought you that color? Do you
Yes,
like it,
I
Audrey?
love it.
Okay, so the Audrey satchel sold out within minutes, you guys, last time. I have the navy blue, but I love all the colors. RFID protected pockets, incredible
cute.
compartments, and a zip top. Original on these bags, $45 to $50. Hang on to your seat. The deal today is $20 each.
That's a steal.
56 to 60% off. You're gonna go. I already brought you one of these. These are so good. Monkey mats. Okay, Monkey mat is a clean, portable surface you can bring anywhere, you guys. They are waterproof. Check it out up there, Sarah. They come in tons of sizes. Waterproof, wet grass, picnic, parks, amusement, anywhere you want to clean.
But they have
surface.
magnets.
Yes. Well, they have weights on the corners,
weight thing.
but they don't carry. They don't weigh anything to carry. And you lay these out there, machine washable, incredible. Then they fold up into a little pack.
What about pets?
Pet collection, brand new. Check it out for the car seat. Roll up water holder and a little sling. I know. Original price on these $6 to $40. Today's deal, $3 to $20. Half off.
I love this one because you gave this to me, and as a picnic, it doesn't blow away.
You
Or on a
can't-
beach, it weighs it
will
down so
not
it doesn't
blow
blow.
away,
Yeah.
and it weighs nothing. They are, I bring them to Grandma and Grandpa's house too. Come on over, check it out. Mission.
Okay.
So Mission, these are cooling accessories, you guys. These are incredible because
headband.
these help you cool down
Whoa.
when you overheat. Oh, don't worry, I've got one for you right here. Check it out.
Oh,
headband. Okay. So what you do here is all you do, you guys, is just wet, wring, and snap. And they literally instantly get cool.
Oh, it's so
no matter
nice.
what, hot flashes, sports, whatever you got going on, you can do it. Feel how cold this is.
No, I felt it. This would be great.
Lasted for 2
is it wet?
hours. Yeah, because I dampened it. You dampen it.
How do
and
you dampen it?
I just put a little water in it in my room.
I don't need
But
your
the
sweaty
hats-
bands, Greta.
No, the hats, everything. And the cooling towels are amazing.
Oh, my gosh.
And they weigh nothing. But how light is that?
So good.
I use these with my son all the time because you got to keep the kids cool.
Especially in strollers.
Well, this is it. Original price on these, $15 to $20. I'm getting so excited. Today's deal, $7.50 to $10.
I love these.
I know. Amazing.
Greta? Greta?
I know. Meet corduroy. I'm glad she wore pants. Corduroy, convertible, beanbag. This is the original
Greta, get in
convertible
bed.
beanbag. I know.
Greta, get in bed.
I'm getting right here because I have a dress on. How cool are these, you guys? Super comfy beanbag chair. I love it, but it's got this built inside.
This is
So
amazing.
in this chair, you can lounge or sleep on this in any size you like. Check it out. It comes right out of the middle of the bag. You unzip it, you open it, you add your own sheets, and you are comfy. Original on these. Oh, full queen, king size. And the new youth
What's our
size.
deal?
Amazing. Original deal, $200 to $370. Today's deal, $99 to $185. Sleepover, dorm, you name it.
A big thank you. Hold me. A big thank you to Greta Monaghan. The clock is ticking. You have 24 hours to grab any of these exclusive deals at viewyourdeal.com, and members of the audience are going home with a Mission cooling towel.